What's up, guys? Welcome back to Catch and Chase. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not out on a pond, not on a lake, not on a river. I'm in my house. But we are getting ready for a kayak derby coming up this upcoming weekend. And I just ordered a bunch of stuff from Tackle Warehouse. So we're going to go over what I bought and why I bought it. And hopefully you guys can learn something from it, and hopefully we do good in this tournament. So let's get right into it. Alright, so we got the box here. We're gonna use a tube jig to open it up because I am too lazy to go get a knife or something. Maybe. Alright, first things first, we don't need that. Second things second, we got a cool sticker. Heck yeah, we got ourselves a sticker. Third things third, we got a shirt because I spend too much money on fishing stuff. Alright, here we go. Whew, you open up this box, it is straight garlic scent. So let's start off, let's see, we'll start off with a couple things. Let's see what we got. Let's start off with the hard baits. So first thing in the hard bait category is we're fishing East Harbor, which is a known grass, shallow, little tiny, it's almost like its own lake compared to Lake Erie. So figured I'm going to try something different. I haven't really thrown these a whole lot, but we got a Strike King Hybrid Hunter. It's a good L-build crankbait. It's really good in grass. It's almost like the mix of a square bill and a rattle trap. So we got one of those. We're gonna give that a shot up there. See if we can catch anything on that. Second up in the hard bait categories, we just got one Hard Knock square bill, and this color is the Shizzle. We got the Shizzle square bill. Don't really plan on throwing square bills too much up there, and I've already got just a plethora of square bills, but figured we'd get this one just because why not, why not. Alright, then we got this. This is really more for a upcoming trip that will be on the channel. And I don't know if anyone ever watched the old videos. We're talking 2-3 years ago, but I made a series called Chasing Bronze, and that's where I went up north to northern Michigan and tried to catch a, let's be honest, my personal best smallmouth, and they're up there. So third in the hard bait categories, I got a Stunna 100. They dive just as deep as the 112s, so we're gonna give that a shot while we're up there. But all right, we're gonna start getting into the juice here. Let's see. Let's go with some soft plastics. Alright. Two things of soft plastics I got. We got both of these Hitworm Magnums from Max Scent. We're going to throw these on shaky heads, or specifically what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to Nico rig them. It's a pretty big worm to be Nico rigging, but this is a derby. I'm after big bass. So these will be good to catch your limit, and bigger worm will catch your big bass. So we got those and some Nico weights. We got some 16th ounce Nico weights and some 1/8 ounce Nico weights. Oh, now have you guys not seen? We got Willie the Walleye. He's here. I actually caught him right there up near East Harbor, actually. Alright. We got a couple packs of different swim baits here. We got some Kitech 3.3s and Pro Purple. I'm probably just going to throw that on an underspin, a 1/8 ounce jig head, 3/16 ounce jig head, and we're just going to slow roll that We're going to tickle it across the top of the grass. Same thing with these Kitech 3.3 IU color. Same thing. I was thinking more of a bluegill color, goby color for these right here. Also got the new Great Lakes Finesse 2.75 drop kick shads. And this bait right here is what did really well for me at Allen Creek for the smallmouth. So I really got these up for that upcoming trip. Alright. These ones I bought specifically for a specific thing. We got the Storm Largo Shad, and we got the Gambler Little Easies. And these two, I got for specific things, and those specific things are this. Did they not give me all of them? I hope so. I don't think they did. I did. Alright. But no, they did. What the heck? Alright. Let's go over it. Alright. So, a big thing up there on East Harbor is this. A lot of guys go up there, and they throw chatterbaits, crankbaits, stuff like that. So I decided I'm going to think outside the box. So while everybody's throwing those bladed jigs, I'm going to try something a little different and maybe entice those bass to hit something a little different. And that is, I'm going with these are the Dirty Jigs Tackle Compact Swim Jigs. Most of them I think they're in 5/16 ounce. Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it's storming outside. But so up there, there's a big bluegill population. So those bass feed on bluegill more often than not. So I got mostly bluegill colored, but if you notice, look at that. That's a small swim jig. Here, really the jackhammer's not much different, other than that it has that big thumping blade on the front of it. I did buy one jackhammer in a little bit of a different color. Alright, let's see. So, about the same size, just doesn't have that big thumping blade on it. So, but here you go. I got that chatterbait in a green pumpkin red color. But yeah, so you take, I don't know if I want to do this, it's going to stink. Let's see here. Man, I can't open it. What the heck? Woo! Alright. So this is what I got for these bluegill colored swim jigs. Dang, it is coming down out there. Alright, so we got these 3.75. I'm pretty sure this is Gold Rush. Yeah, Gold Rush little easy swim baits, right? Just gonna thread this on there. And boom, look at that. Looks like a little bluegill come through that water. You have that tail thumping back there. Swim jigs are really nice, honestly. So they come through the grass a little better than a chatterbait. Chatterbait, you get it and it's stuck in that grass, you have to rip that thing out of there, which is honestly some of the best way to catch largemouth. But this is going to come through that grass. You can do the Alabama shake or whatever. You can tap your rod up and down, get that thing moving a little bit. But these Gambler Big Easies, I've noticed that like when you put these with a swim jig, that skirt flares up and that tail kicking. It just looks a little more realistic. So I got those for these bluegill colored swim jigs. And the Storm Largo shads I got for the shad colored swim jigs. They basically do the exact same thing. They're a little bit of a thicker front end swim bait. Dang it. So it's going to make that skirt just pulse. Looks like a bluegill or shad breathing with their gills. Whew. Gosh dang, these things stink. Alright, let's get this on there. These are slimy. That is not where that wants to go. But boom, look, right there. That was the Storm Largo shad. My power just about went out. Dang. And the 3.5 and the Pro Pearl Blue. Right? You know, Pro Blue Red Pearl. So if you look at that, it looks lightning. Alright. So that right there, it's gonna look like a shad coming through the water. If you notice, that head on there is a little skinnier. So it's gonna come through that grass real well. And that's what we want up there. Is I'm gonna probably try and fish that 2 to 5 foot range. And I'm just going to try and reel that through that grass, get it in there. But yeah, also got these have got to be my favorite. Like just a small swim bait. Like I throw small swim baits all the time on rivers up north in Michigan, and even on Alum Creek when I did well in that tournament. And it's these Dirty Jigs guppy heads. These are the 3/16 ounce. I was running low on 3/16 ounce because that's probably my favorite size to throw. So got a couple more of those, but yeah, we got some more jigs and bluegill colors because that's what this tournament's going to be about. It's going to be about finding bluegill, where the bluegill at. Those bass are going to be there. So that's what I got in that tackle warehouse order. That was $155, and they got me. They got me with the sticker and the shirt. Well, you know, $50 you get a free sticker. $150 you get a free T-shirt. So that's why we got the free T-shirt, and that is everything. So we got that to reel over the grass. This to bang off the riprap rocks around the marinas. Jerk bait for up north in Michigan coming up soon. Swim jigs. Jackhammers. Nico rig worms. Bunches of swim baits. Nico weights. So let's hope for a good derby coming up this weekend, and catch you guys in the next video.